One man, one mission, to rid the world of chronic anxiety once and for all. The anxiety guy, Dennis Simsek, shares his personal transformation from living a life filled with overwhelming worry to becoming a full-fledged positivity machine, a leading authority in generalized anxiety. Dennis gets to the truth of your mental health challenges and sets you on a path to transforming each and every area of your life. Here he is, the one and only, the anxiety guy.
Hello warriors, and welcome to episode number 55. I'm Dennis Simsek, the host of the Anxiety Guy podcast. Head on over to Snapchat and follow me at More Than Anxiety. If you have any questions, head on over to anxietyexit.com and ask me any questions that you have. I'd love to answer them, guys. Now today we're talking about the golden question, okay? The Quan. This is it, okay? How to convince yourself that you are in fact healthy. And this goes to all the health anxiety sufferers out there who just can't get over that blip, that hump that they're in, and they just want to cross that hill. They want to get to the other side, and they want to be convinced that they are in fact healthy. And this is all related to tension and anxiety, and you have constructed this nervousness, this person that you have become today. So guys, in my life, It was a debilitating cycle. It was a cycle of having a good day, 2 days bad, 3 days good, 5 days bad, okay? And the bad, basically, I went towards alcohol a lot. I did all sorts of coping things that I normally wouldn't really do, but anything was better than living the life I was living, okay? I wasn't a very religious person. I started going to church. I'm totally opening up to you guys on this Anxiety Guy podcast so you can relate, okay? And when you can relate to someone who's been there and someone who's overcome some of those obstacles, then that gives you guys the green light, the permission to believe that in fact what you have is related to a conditioning process. I never like calling this an illness because I see miracles on a daily basis with people I work with through the program and one-on-ones. So guys, first things first, okay? You are scared of what recovery feels like because you've been so conditioned to be anxious, okay? Now think about this for a second. We get into a comfort zone, okay? And this comfort zone, is kind of our safe area. We know what to expect. We have a certain level of certainty. Things will never be as bad as my subconscious mind is actually telling me it will be if I in fact take different steps forward, okay? Like there is a certain level of comfort here that a lot of people don't want to step out of, and it's unconscious, okay? People say, yes, I want to recover. Yes, I want to believe things that are different. I know that my sensations are in fact related to anxiety, but deep down their unconscious mind, their Daffy Ducks, always tell them that that is false. In fact, it's a physical ailment, whatever it is. If others will continue to care about you, this is something that's very important because a lot of times if we step out of our comfort zone, a lot of people will not give us the same care, will not give us the same time of their day. We have all these questions in our mind. What will happen if I in fact recover? Okay, so first things first, we must get over that hump, that belief, okay? And like I tell so many people, question everything. Question what I say, question what your friends say, and most importantly, question your own belief patterns and your belief systems. Question them. How much strength do they actually have? How true are they? Or are they just trying to keep you familiar with what's going on right now in your world? Are you constantly moving towards fear and the idea of avoidance, trying to avoid everything? Okay, so really get in touch with your belief systems and question everything, guys. I have to go to the law of substitution for this, okay? And here it is. This law points out that one cannot make themselves stop thinking of something. For example, try not to think of the Statue of Liberty. See how that failed? Your mind does not understand don't. Okay, it doesn't understand the word don't. So when you say don't think about the Statue of Liberty. Your mind is in fact taking that as a response of think about the Statue of Liberty. Just the same thing as we go with our symptoms of anxiety. Don't think about your symptoms of anxiety. Your mind goes, okay, let's think about those symptoms, because it's trying to do two things, either keep you happy or keep you safe. But if it had to choose between the two, it's certainly going to keep you safe. Okay, it doesn't care about happiness. It'll do whatever it has to do. Your system will do everything it has to do in order to keep you safe and alive. And so far, it's kept you alive with those false beliefs. Okay, so get aware and start accepting that. Okay, so the law of substitution tells us that we cannot avoid a thought. We must replace a thought with another thought in order for us to progress in our lives. Okay, very, very, very important. And the two ways, like I talk about, is repetition and emotion. Okay, those two things are your tools, your power tools. And when you use them on a daily basis, when you repeat similar things that you want to happen in your life with great emotion behind it, you will succeed and you will win. And I want you guys to understand that there are a lot of gurus out there and a lot of practitioners and life coaches out there that in fact don't want you to win. They don't want you to succeed deep down, guys. I am passionate about you succeeding. I live to hear your success stories. Honestly, that is my purpose. That is my mission. I live for that. That is my juice to keep me going. When I'm on Facebook and someone says, Dennis, you know what? I listened to the podcast, I did your program, and all of a sudden, my life started to change. Do you know how good that makes me feel? And deep down, the only way for us to get in touch with that true growth, when we start to think of life as just more than us, when we think about it as far as how can I help other people achieve what they want to achieve, that, my friends, is fulfillment. Okay, so the first thing that we need to make sure we're doing in order to overcome this blip, okay, that we're in right now, okay, is firstly, you must understand that you are too scared to confront your core beliefs. You run from them and you avoid them. We do everything we can in our power to avoid those core beliefs, to go back in time and deal with our fathers that, you know what, was causing us so much pain and grief back in the day. You know, we avoid all those things. We just cover them up. First things first is we must have a head-on approach. We must approach all our fears, all our doubts, all our core beliefs that are in fact manifesting as feelings as a signal. That is a signal, okay? When you get a good feeling, you are in fact doing things in the right way. You are believing the right things. You are thinking the right things, okay? And you must stay in line with those beliefs. And those vibrations will in fact attract different things into your life, okay? Now, the part that we fall victim to is that we just don't want to deal with so many things, okay? But the quickest way to freedom is to deal and confront those things. I say it all the time. Victims avoid, warriors confront. Victims avoid, warriors confront. I'm all about identity, okay? And you must take a good look as far as, is your identity related to victim or is it related to warrior? Okay. And for this podcast, for Facebook, for Twitter, everything that I'm doing is warrior. Okay. We wake up in the morning, thoughts, belief, okay, everything, the people we hang out with, all of that is related to the new identity that you must have for yourself, guys. And this is crucial. Okay. Number 2, you must create a formulation, a 3-month contract that demands that you take responsibility for everything that has happened in your life. Nothing changes until you accept full responsibility for what has happened in your life. Okay, you can brag about how crappy the world is and how bad the weather is and how crappy your friends are and how they make you feel and all that stuff every single day, but understand that you are still the victim. You are a victim, okay? Are we never going to have fearful thoughts? No, we're going to have fearful thoughts. It just depends on how we deal with those thoughts, how we talk to Daffy Duck, the representation of our subconscious mind that is telling us that we should fear something. Okay? Now, this formulation is a 3-month contract. Stop trying to recover in a day, in a couple hours. Okay? It's not helping. It's not helping you. In fact, it's adding more tension and more anxiety to you. Okay? 3 months is a fantastic timeline. Okay? First things first, we must get this contract in order. We must print it out and we must stick it up to our bedroom so that we see it every single day. Self-mastery over your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions don't happen overnight. 3 months. 3 months. Sign that contract, put it up on your bedroom, look at it every single day, and understand that you are in fact a work in progress, just like anybody else that has challenges. Guys, understand this, okay? You are not the only person in the world that has this problem with health anxiety. Forget about health anxiety. Everybody you walk past, even though they're smiling, they're giving you that smile, they're trying to do the best they can with the information that they have, is going through some type of challenge. Life is about challenges. What you have right now is a challenge. It is not a problem, okay? If we look at it as a problem, okay, we're not going to take action. We're going to look at every excuse that our subconscious mind gives us in order not to tackle that thing, okay? But when we look at it as a challenge, think about it in your career, your great career, okay? If that's what you're really passionate, that's what you're excited about, okay? Think about the things you did in your career. Think about how you are going to the gym maybe. Think about your nutrition, how you dedicated yourself to that. Think about your relationships. That took work. You construct this person, guys. It doesn't happen overnight, okay? So create a contract, 3 months, okay, and take responsibility for what is happening in your life. Okay, the third one is this vivid description of the issue. You must first really understand how you got to this moment in your life. Anxiety did not happen to you overnight. Everything has a structure, everything has a pattern behind it. So, what patterns drove you to this moment? What patterns are driving you to believe that you have a physical ailment and you think that it's not related to tension or anxiety, okay? And you must understand how it developed. Breakdown of the main challenges that cause you to stay stuck. Okay, so get a description of the issue, understand how it developed, break it down, breakdown of the main challenges that cause you to stay stuck, okay? And what did we say before? When you are descriptive, okay, when you in fact are detailed, now you can take action. You notice what's keeping you stuck, you don't avoid that thing, you confront that, okay? You're watching too much TV? Sell your TV, okay? It's not helping you. It's stimulating you, okay? Music, okay? What kind of lyrics are coming out of the songs that you're listening to, okay? Sometimes we're just so unconscious, we're all unconscious beings, that we love the tune of a song. But in fact, every lyric, every word that comes out of that singer's mouth is being registered in your unconscious mind. That is becoming a belief system. And what sells in today's world? Does positivity sell? I don't think so. You know what sells? Fear, negativity. Newspapers are all over this idea. Media is all over this idea. Fear sells, okay? And it is everywhere, okay? And we must be conscious enough to understand that it is not helping you to overcome this hump that you're trying to get through right now, okay? Number 4. Put the notes from the doctors, your professionals, your naturopaths, your therapists. Put those notes on your fridge or in your bedroom, whatever reminds you of the fact that you have anxiety. You are a hypochondriac. Listen to me. You are a hypochondriac, okay? You have health anxiety. Now, I could yell at you 3, 4, 5 times. In fact, my brother-in-law did that to me a number of times, and I was in shock. Okay, my patterns right there, I broke a bunch of patterns just by hearing that. I was like, whoa, maybe I do have health anxiety. Maybe I don't have a brain tumor or cancer or the catastrophic thinking that in fact I might have a heart attack when in fact it's a panic attack. Okay, so grab the notes from the doctors, put them on your fridge, be reminded of those things on a daily basis, and do what I call build on the facts. You must build on one fact on top of another, okay? And that, my friends, is powerful because even though you're not focused on it, okay, I'll give you an example. I bought a painting, okay, and the painting was of Barcelona, okay, and I bought this painting 6 months ago. And I'm big on vision boards, I'm big on vibration, okay, I'm big on energy healing, all those things. Now, that painting, all of a sudden, we decided we wanted to take a trip to Europe, but we didn't know where to go, okay? Unconsciously, we booked a trip to Barcelona. If you're on the YouTube channel and you watch those videos of life after anxiety, I praise you guys because you see the light now. Okay, you see that the possibility through my story, okay? But unconsciously, I booked the trip to Barcelona. Same thing with these doctor's notes, okay? You can even make pictures to show you with your power pose, with your arms up, right? And you're in that moment of achievement, overcoming anxiety, overcoming the obstacles, the challenges. Make a picture, okay? Let your unconscious mind see it, right? And put those notes somewhere that you walk around on a daily basis and you cross them every single day. And again, build on one brick on top of another. Next thing you know, you're going to get to where you want to get to, okay? Number 5 is start moving. Just start moving, okay? If you're so scared of exercise, if you're so scared of that one experience that you had in the gym that caused a panic attack and you're never going to get on a treadmill again, just get out and start walking, okay? Because a lot of people with anxiety suffer from depression. And with depression, okay, comes this staleness, okay? This idea that our voices are monotone, our posture is a certain way, okay? We don't talk with our hands, we don't have any hand gestures anymore, we victimize and we talk about how crappy our lives are, okay? Get moving because a lot of depression can be handled by physical exercise. Okay, so if you've been out of the loop for a bit, just start walking, okay? Make those walks a little bit more intense as you go, okay? Create jogs after that, then do a couple of sprints after that, then go to the gym and get on the treadmill, then start lifting weights. Notice how we're building one brick on top of another until we create the house that we want to live in. So start moving. Activity is so important, guys. Number 6 is stop talking to people about your anxiety. For God's sakes, stop. Stop talking about your anxiety. Stop going on those forums and asking people if they've ever taken this or if they've ever experienced that. Yes, they have. How is that helping you? It's not. So stop it. Okay? Remember though, you must replace it. Get on Facebook under The Anxiety Guy. This community is the #1 community in the world to me as far as health anxiety goes. Okay? There is no better. Why? Because we're building one success story on top of another. We don't talk about how the negatives happened in our weeks, in our months, in our years. Okay? We're outcome based. And when you're outcome based, you achieve things that you haven't achieved yet in your life. Okay? And that's what we are about. Number 7, stop watching TV and listening to crap music, okay? Again, unconscious. When you're watching TV, trust me, the messages are there. You might not see them, but they are there, and they're keeping you anxious, okay? And the other thing is music. Be aware of the music. We've talked about this. We've touched on this. And it doesn't even come down to TV and music. It's just a recognition and awareness of what is helping you become the warrior and what is helping you become the victim. Okay? And when you have that awareness, you can once and for all replace those things with a walk. Okay? With getting your camera, going outside and taking pictures of things you normally haven't. Do you want to do it right away? No. Can it become a habit and an incredible hobby? Yes. Okay? The problem is we do something, it doesn't work for a day or two because you're not absorbed, okay? And in the process, okay, you don't have all the information you need, okay? And all of a sudden we label things as nothing works for me. Bull crap. Number 8, teach yourself how to smile again. Guys, this is crucial because smiling is a skill. Laughter is a skill. Conversation is a skill. In your career, in the skills you have today and the abilities you have today, did it happen overnight? No. You trained it with repetition on a daily basis. You wanted something so badly. Okay, you on a daily basis looked at the end result. You said, you know what? If I take these daily steps every single day and change, let's say, my thought patterns, my beliefs, my behaviors, when I tackle this head on, I see success. I see the light. Right now, the tunnel might be really long, but every success that you create brings you closer to the end of that tunnel, and you will see the light, guys. You will see the light, I promise you. So teach yourself how to smile again. Number 9, get to know Daffy Duck better. Daffy Duck is your fears. Daffy Duck is the person giving you advice, is telling you not to, go over a bridge, is telling you never to get on a plane, is telling you don't drive another block because of one experience that long time ago that you are stuck in. Daffy Duck needs guidance. Daffy Duck needs to understand that, hey, I am a powerful human being. I am limitless. I can believe anything I want to believe, and I choose to not believe what you are telling me right now because I am limitless. So you need to get in touch with Daffy Duck. You need to have a talk with Daffy Duck, and you need to say, hey, Daffy, nice looking beak. Hey, Daffy, those shoes, they're kind of funny. Hey, Daffy, when you tell me that I have a physical ailment, and in fact, it's caused by tension and anxiety, okay, I simply cannot believe you. Your quacky voice is just not working for me. You're not convincing me whatsoever. This is not a monster. This is a fly. And this fly needs to be swatted started today. Okay, number 10, and the final one is start CBT. Just start CBT, guys. As we talked about, create a contract, 3 months, and there are so many different tools around CBT, okay? I like to work with BT, behavioral therapy, but of course, guys, there are so many different types of tools that you can use and be committed to, okay? And I am a passionate person that believes that an action-based CBT approach is fantastic. If you guys are looking for a solution, anxietyexit.com under my program, it's for you. I want to leave this podcast by hoping that this podcast has in fact empowered you to start seeing things differently, okay? Today should be the day, okay? It should have been a year ago, okay? But you've left it to today. Today is the day where you see things in a different light. Today is the day where you start to take tiny steps in the direction you want your life to go. Today is the day where you start to research that Euro trip that you want to take by next year, okay? And you start to check out what hotel you want to get into, how much a plane trip is for your family, okay? You start creating the life that you want to live. The life that you want to live will not magically pop up tomorrow. You're not going to win the lottery. You're not going to win the lottery. So start creating that online business that you always wanted to. Start taking action starting today. And if you see setbacks, those are challenges. I hope this podcast empowers you. If you have any questions, anxietyexit.com. Remember, you are more than anxiety always. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next podcast episode.
Thanks for being an important part of the Anxiety Guy podcast community. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive rate and review. If you're searching for further support on your road to recovery from anxiety, head over to anxietyexit.com and take part in the powerful End the Anxiety program based around the CBT model. If you're searching for a more one-on-one approach, you can sign up now for personal coaching sessions with Dennis via Skype. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next episode.